My role today is Vin Diesel in retirement. This is how I ask for a Corona. Uno familia. Haha, I'm Vin Diesel. So I heard that the action in these movies is almost as silly as the titles. Next week, there's gonna be 9 of these fuckers, plus spin-offs. So let me just jump in halfway through the franchise. I'm sure I'm not missing much.
You are hereby sentenced to serve 25 years to life at
That
the
is not
Lompoc
enough.
maximum security prison system.
That is a possibility of a
Without
lot
the
more
possibility
movies.
of early
No,
parole.
thank you. So Vin Diesel is going to prison, and that obviously means that they're gonna have to break him out. So all of them can live the rest of their lives on the run as fugitives. Great idea. Okay. That's exciting. That's not how physics works. What the what the fuck? So Paul Walker and the friendly-looking girl go to the house of their drug lord mafia boss friend, I guess? I don't know, there's a bunch of people with guns hanging around and stuff. So they need help with something and he needs them to steal some cars to sell for some money. I'm guessing. Can you tell I've never seen one of these movies before? Brazil! Because if we're gonna pander this thing for international ticket sales, we might as well swing our dicks fully into the walls and call this thing the Rio Heist. What? This actually is called Rio Heist in Brazil? Are you fucking with me? Huh. Well, what do you know about that? So then they start stealing a car off of a train with their good buddies, the Brazilian cartel. There's no way this could possibly go wrong. Oh, it's Vin Diesel. Wait, didn't they break him out of prison, like, in the first scene? Hasn't he been out of prison? How are they reuniting right now? Does this movie even have a timeline? Very action-y. Okay. Very action-y. You should have hit that pole like a mile ago. What is this movie's sense of space and time? Okay. Isn't it like hitting concrete falling from that height? Again with the physics thing. So, they're dead. Well, that was pretty ridiculous. So, jacking. Because they just jacked a car, and I feel like the writers were jacking each other off approving any idea for this script. Yeah, and then they crash the car into the fucking train. Yeah. And then they hop off the burning wreck of that car and drive off a cliff. Fucking right. But then they hop out of the car in midair, so then they fall into the ocean. Yeah. Oh, sorry, dude. We're out of cocaine. So then they start getting interrogated by the cartel, but it's okay, because they break out of there, like, right away. And then they get back to the friendly-looking girl. I refuse to do a Google search for the cast of Fast 5. You think they put any work in? And apparently the cartel is after something inside of the car that they stole off the train, but they don't know what it is. So you guys deal with cars for a living, but you can't just pop the hood and figure out what makes this one extremely valuable? And then the plot gets a little rocky.
And above all else, we don't ever let them get in the cars.
That's the whole movie. What are you talking?
Get your hopes.
Where do you think you are, Dwayne?
Luke.
Personally, I prefer the methods of the Portuguese.
What is this?
Begin bearing gifts.
Am I still watching the same movie?
Things that the natives couldn't get on their own.
And then the drug lord mafia boss friend of theirs ends up betraying them, somehow. So Dom kicks him out of the house. But I thought you guys are staying at his house. So you're kicking him out of his own house? Right? But there's a new heist going on, because action movies gotta action. And Rocky Boy ain't gonna let that slide. Rock slide. That's a lot of people with guns. And that is one beefy Rocky Boy. Who's gonna win?
I thought so.
Me too. And he comes after Mr. Diesel because he knows that only one beefy boy in this movie can get nominated for Best Actor in a leading role. I make this joke because I heard Vin Diesel legitimately believes that this movie can get nominated for Oscars and... I can't... He's such an idiot! Oh, it hurts. Where were we? Rocky. It's gonna be a bumpy road if you expect a coherent plot and realistic characters. Anyways, our heroes escape and then they're on a jungle quest or something, except for once, The Rock isn't there. I feel like every time a company makes a movie that partially takes place in a jungle, and they have an extra $20 million sitting around, they're like, oh, I guess I'll just call up Dwayne the box office juggernaut. Because brainless action stars are the best way to portray multi-layered characters. I mean, that's this entire franchise. Name one good actor in this franchise, and I will laugh at you because you are wrong. Name one good performance in this movie, and I will make fun of you because your standards are so low. They have Ludacris. He's not even an actor.
My father.
What?
Used to,
What is he even saying?
used to have a
Does anyone understand him?
Church.
You realize we're talking about going up against the most powerful guy in all of Rio? Then we're gonna need a team.
Someone who
What are you, some kind of Suicide Squad?
fast talker. Someone who could bullshit their way out of anything.
What you need is a lawyer, because you're getting sued by Ocean's 11. Ocean, because they stole this shit from Ocean's 11. I think. I'm not an action movie encyclopedia. I have a little too much respect for myself. And then this next scene is just ludicrous.
When you gonna give Martin Luther King his car back?
As soon as you give Rick James his jacket back.
Who writes this shit?
Sexy legs, baby girl. What time do they open?
Clearly someone with a toxic masculinity problem. Is that Wonder Woman?
Want me to open them?
Has she ever done any good movies?
11 million. Sound like a whole lot of vaginal activity to me.
Did you just say vaginal activity?
Sound like a whole lot of vaginal activity to me.
He did say vaginal activity! What is this movie? And then they take over a cartel safe house and then burn all the money to send a message. For some reason. I feel like you would have sent the same message by just taking the money? But what do I know? I only gamble on carnival games. At Santa Monica Pier, I'm known as the frog guy. Because I would not fucking quit and made 14 attempts before I finally won this guy. Never give up on your dreams. Fucking. You might have heard this one before. It's because they're all fucking around. But the heist is still on. Until it's not. Oh, so the movie's over then. Realistically.
This job just got a lot harder.
You mean impossible. Yeah, if only this was like America where you could destroy police stations and not face any consequences. Anyway, they're gonna infiltrate the place by having the loudmouth be the loudmouth FBI agent, who apparently has no authority.
Okay, well, let me just come in and take a quick peek.
No.
Earn that paycheck, Tyrone.
Hook a brother up, please.
No.
That's all you
He's not my
got?
brother.
Tyrone needs to get that paycheck. Money. Because it's the only thing that these one-dimensional characters care about, and it's the only thing the filmmakers were thinking about. And I wanted to make the Tyrone joke. And then other stuff happens until finally... Oh, it's gonna explode? Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, I bet this is gonna be something really elaborate, and it's gonna pay off really...
Yeah, hey, we're looking at 4 cameras.
You just... You...
That's some high-end shit.
You're... So you're telling me that you did all of that to hack into the security cameras? Are you kidding me? Teenage hackers could have done that from home. Oh my god.
Car for car.
Oh, now we're gonna race.
You want it, come and get it.
That's what the series is about, right? What the fuck? So we don't see that race at all. Am I watching the right movie? Or did the director do this on purpose to subvert the expectations of people who expected traditional drag racing like in the early entries of the series, as opposed to their more modern take on ridiculous action spectacles like cars driving into trains and off of cliffs? Who am I kidding? The director doesn't have any brains. So then they keep fucking around, racing, getting faster cars, to fuck around in some more, and then Tokyo Drift and Wonder Woman go on a little side quest to seduce a rich business drug lord guy into something. I don't know, they needed a scene at the beach.
Amount of chips here?
Why is her delivery so
You
terrible?
always have to keep your hands and mouth busy.
Why would anyone
You were a
cast
chip
her
every day
in
night before.
anything? Oh, right. That's why. And literally no other reason. Yeah, she has a great ass, but I kind of feel bad for her because she wasn't given anything to do in this movie. And if you feel like you wouldn't have watched this movie if the women in it weren't being blatantly over-sexualized to the point where most of the shots that they're in are just bikini butts in your face, those are bad fetish politics. Roll credits. Wouldn't you feel kind of insulted if you considered yourself an actor and the director told you, okay, you're gonna drop your towel and then you're gonna make this guy look at your butt? What's my motivation? To get him to look at your butt. The blatant lack of respect towards women in this movie makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable in today's politically correct climate. Although I do understand this did come out during the era of Bay. Not Bay as in a loved one, but Bay as in Michael Bay, the terrible filmmaker. This is just like an awful Michael Bay film. Wait, let me rephrase that. This is just like a Michael Bay film. The fact that some of these lines are written by a human being actually kind of concerns me.
Sexy legs, baby girl. What time do they open?
I don't know, I think it's kind of fucked up. At least when I was looking at Dakota Johnson's ass a few weeks ago, it was appropriate because she played the role of a character exploring her sexual awakening. And boy, did I want to awaken to explore her sexually. But that's not the point. The point is that she had other stuff to do in that movie besides being the most attractive human being on the planet. Yeah, Dakota's still tier 1. No, wait, I forgot tier 0 is a thing. Dakota is tier 0. Gal Gadot? Maybe like tier 3? Taylor is tier 1, of course. This is taking too long. I'll make my official tier list later. Anyway, give her more stuff to do next time. I don't know. That's just me. Ass. Hey, you guys made the plot point, not me. You know what else is ass? This script. And then trouble is on the horizon when it turns out there's warrants out for their arrest. When they're planning on robbing several banks, so that seems pretty inconsequential. And then The Rock finds the cheap fuel option. And they have a little bit of a pointless standoff to pad the runtime.
You're under arrest.
This is Brazil.
Oh no, that didn't work out. I'm so shocked. And then some other shit happens that's really not important. And then they drag race for fun again and keep fucking around.
All right, $1 million quarter mile.
Only live once.
You only YOLO once, baby? YOLO. Because what even is this sequence? Yeah, I know, bad guys close in is actually the next scene, but I don't really care anymore. This movie is just a little bit too long. And then the cops show up.
You're going down, Toretto.
I'm right here.
Ooh, beefy boy showdown. Let's go, baby. Yeah. How much total time do you think these guys spend on this movie? Clearly more time than they spend working on their performances. That was actually a lot of rolling around. Oh, don't make us think you killed him. Obviously you didn't. He's like second in top billing. Oh. Well, that was kind of a letdown. Kind of unbelievable that he doesn't get shot in the face while he has the wrench in midair. Beef, 'cause there ain't no noodle boys on the menu. So Vinny is arrested, and then they're on the way to the prison, but of course they get ambushed because nobody is competent enough to transport a prisoner in this whole movie. Ooh, big explosions, my guy. Oh, we're doing that generic action movie thing where everything goes silent when they hear an explosion. Pretty silly. Oh, they're gonna be best friends now! Vinny and The Rock, BFFs forever. Fuel. What kind of fuel, you may ask? Fossil fuel. Because these bros keep each other going. Do you get it? Fuel as in diesel, and fossil as in The Rock? Fuck off, I'm funny. Oh, but it turns out that the movie still isn't over because Vinny still wants to rob those banks. Robbery. Because if you saw this in theaters and you were expecting an original story and compelling characters, you were robbed of $12. This is also not as ridiculous as I hoped it would be. But now The Rock and the Vin are teaming up just like best friends do. I've been waiting for this moment. The moment of the Vin Rock. Get that bromance, fellas. You only YOLO once. And the heist is back on, baby. Chase. A chase sequence in a movie about cars? You gotta be shitting me. Ooh, is that a safe in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Oh my god, they're murdering people. Oh, you just killed a lot of people. And more. And more. Oh, and now you're killing cops. And then they impersonate cops to kill more cops.
Good afternoon, officer. License and registration,
Oh.
please.
Casual murder is great! Oh no!
This is big boy stuff.
This is big murderer stuff! Because you killed them! And then Vin goes off on a mission to kill as many people as possible. Ooh! Oh, this is a thing. He's gonna do this to all of... Oh my god. It's like he's playing real-life Grand Theft Auto. He's just killing all of them. It's just a river of blue blood. And then he walks away totally unscathed. What a shocker. And then The Rock shows up to let him know that he's not gonna arrest him because they're BFFs, but he can't keep the money.
I'll see you soon.
I really hope you don't. Personally.
No, you won't.
Please. Yeah, that's what I want. But then it's revealed that they actually did get the money because in the middle of this whole chase sequence, they swapped it out with an undercover garbage truck, which I'm pretty sure you completely ripped off from Ocean's 11 as well, but I don't even care anymore. So basically Dig Deep Down is everybody just having money and having a good time, and nothing of any value really happening.
So where to now?
I don't know.
I mean, who really
Never been to
cares?
Madrid.
I thought you wanted to go to Tokyo.
Oh no, don't send him to Tokyo, he'll just end up dead. He will save himself from more film stuff. Nothing. Y'all sure do know how to write action movies. And then some other stuff happens that really doesn't matter. And then they tease another drag race, which also doesn't happen.
You sure you can handle the disappointment?
I already am, Vinny. Trust me. Brazil jacking Rocky. Well, someone's gotta jack him. Ocean fucking YOLO beef. Money ass fuel. Nobody rides for free. Robbery chase nothing. That's actually the plot of the film in sequence. There's also a post-credit scene teasing generic go-to action badass Michelle Rodriguez to come back. Do you want more actors that don't have any talent but still end up on screen because they fit your niche? Because this is how you get ants. So, that was pretty ridiculous. I can see why so many people watch these movies, though. It's the equivalent of porn. You don't watch it for the story. Unless you do. So that's all I got to say. Catch me next time in an elaborate and highly implausible chase sequence, involving lots of cuts, a couple wrecked cars, and a few civilian casualties. And if you want the rest of the series, I might need some alcohol. It only gets more ridiculous from here. And if you disagree with me, come at me on Reddit.